This is KCI Radio, live music session. Hello and welcome, I'm Patricia Flanagan.
And I'm Emma O'Farrell.
Tonight we are joined in studio by the very talented Fox Avenue.
Yes! Nice to be here.
Hello lads, and thanks so much for coming in. How are you?
Good.
Good stuff. And listeners, before I get talking to the lads, if you would like to ask Fox Avenue a question, please join in our live chat on kairoscoms.ie/radio or tweet us at Patricia Flanagan.
And at Emma_O'Farrell. You know what, Patricia? As far as I'm concerned, right, these two lads sitting in front of us right now from Fox Avenue, like, they're just, like, so many good things stand out about this band to me anyway.
Definitely.
And, like, their songs are pretty deadly. And their name, Fox Avenue, another thing I really, really like. What do you reckon?
Totally agree.
I don't know if
Like-
my head's a bit.
Like, there aren't really many bands out there like them or can, like, make such an impact. Tell us, how did you all meet and what made you decide to get together to start a band and start writing songs?
We met when, well, myself and Dara met when I was in, we basically met in college. We were in DIT in Angel Street, and it's kind of a funny story how we met. The two of us were sitting in this room. There's this big sort of first day of college. They tried to get everyone to sort of interact. So it was called social communications class, and they tried to get you to shake hands and...
Don't tell me hug.
Also, yeah, hug.
Few kisses in there too.
I'm telling you, like, touch cheeks,
Sharing
all this
the
kind of
love.
weird stuff, very weird stuff. But there was this portion of the day where we had to tell a story and see if the person was lying or something, and we had to cross-examine them. And myself and Dara were just taking the mick out of the whole thing, and that's how we kind of got to know each other. So we started talking after and found out that I played piano and he played guitar. And then he's real forward, because he's really forward, and he's like, "I'll come over to your house and we'll jam, man. I'll totally do that." And I was like, all right, yeah, who's this?
Take it
weirdo?
away, back off.
I was like, give us your number there, will you? And I was like, I was sort of thinking, how am I going to get out of this? And I was like, oh yeah, here it is, it's grand, yeah. And I was like, he'll never text me, he'll never call me. And then he calls me, he's like, yeah man, I'm coming down to your house now, where do you live? I was like, oh yeah, I live here, just come down, it's grand, yeah. So we got down and we're sitting down playing away, and then he actually turned out to be not terrible, and like I wasn't as bad as he thought I was going to be and stuff like that. So we ended up going upstairs to the acoustics, because my bathroom has got good acoustics, I'm not going to lie, like, it's the truth, like. And the acoustics in the bathroom were great, and that's where we wrote our first song, and that's where the band started.
Pretty cool, pretty cool.
And then we met Tony. He was actually a street child, and we picked him up off the street and said, look, here's a bass guitar, learn the bass guitar, and that's why he's so scruffy and has painted on tattoos and stuff like that.
Well, like, I know you probably get asked this question all the time, but how did the name come up? Like, where did it come about?
The true story is, this is very bold and we're not condoning it in any way. We were in California, and we weren't old enough to drink or go out on nights out or anything like that. So we got fake IDs. We're not condoning it. No, I know, this is it. I'm ashamed. Frankly, I'm ashamed. And on the address, it was 22 Fox Avenue, Lucan. There is no Fox Avenue. To the best of my knowledge, there's no Fox Avenue.
Probably is. Lucan's huge.
Yeah, Tony's
I
still
live
in
there.
Lucan.
No.
And, so that's where the name came from. We thought it was decent enough, so we went with that.
And, you know, like, first, like, you know, a band, would you have, like, musical influences from your family? Would there be a musical background there?
Not so much in mine now, but I've just got a very varied musical taste. I listen to everything from, like, death metal to kind of film scores. But
He listens to Disney soundtracks. He's just
I do.
There's
Disney songs
nothing
are
wrong
the
with
best,
Disney.
man.
I don't have anyone in my family that really plays music. I think every family seems to have one that can sort of pick up something and semi-play, and we're those, I think. I think actually Sean's family has got a lot of musicians in it. He's got a very musical family.
Oh, very good, very good. So you just kind of, like, there's no one really, but you just kind of picked it up along the way as you grew up, kind of thing, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I what did you start playing?
Guitar for me, yeah, but never actually went and got any proper lessons. Just kind of learned myself from the internet and that.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
I
cool.
only
actually.
started playing bass when I met Dara.
Yeah, we were just like, we need a bassist, man. Do you want to try? He's like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So we went for that. That's how it worked out.
So, like, how would you describe your music and sound?
Pop
Tough
rock.
question,
Pop
tough question.
rock. Yeah, it is pop rock.
Pop rock.
It's just we're not under any illusions. We're not going to change the world with our music and stop war or anything like that. We want to write music that gets on the radio and gets people dancing, and that's what we're trying to do. We might have succeeded in some songs.
Well, I certainly dance along to it anyway.
Well, that's all that
In my
matters.
bedroom with a Herbert. Anyway,
Like Tony.
so you're going to give us a tune now. Save Your Dreaming, is it?
No, absolutely not. No way.
Oh,
Yeah, of course.
I'm going to cry.
Now live on KCI Radio is Fox Avenue performing Save Your Dreaming.
1, 2, 3, 4.
If I let it out now, it could fall down somehow. We've been waiting so long, it feels like our time has come to show you you're wrong by singing this song. You used to always say, save your dreaming for the weekend. The weekend will come soon. Save your dreaming for the weekend. 'Cause now you've changed your mind. Just let it begin. Your time's wearing thin. Don't wait a lifetime. Don't listen to that voice inside that tells you you're wrong. Don't listen, be strong. You used to always say, save your dreaming for the weekend. The weekend will come soon. Save your dreaming for the weekend. 'Cause now you've changed your mind. 'Cause we don't know your name. Cause now you've changed your mind. 'Cause we don't know your name. And now you're gone. And now you're gone, yeah.
That was unbelievable.
Do you feel like they're serenading you?
Yes,
I actually
it
do.
was amazing.
I get that every time Tony plays and sings for me, serenading me.
Which is every night
Unbelievable.
as you go
I think
to
my
bed.
cheeks have just gone a little bit red.
They are mine. But how do you balance like music and the band with other obligations such as, you know, jobs, everyday kind of
I came straight
things?
from the office to here.
Did you?
Got changed in my suit and everything.
Dedication.
We really appreciate that. Do you find it a bit hectic?
No, my job's quite understanding. Like, I've taken time off to go to work and all, but it can be a bit tiring sometimes. Yeah.
Are you the same, Paddy?
I actually only got out of college last year, so I'm kind of just doing this full time. That's code for I don't want to get a job. I don't want to grow
He's
up
a bum.
Myself and Dara would work during the day because he works in the evenings.
Yeah.
So myself and myself would work during the day on songs and write them, and then on the weekends bring them to the lads, and Tony will scrap it and write a whole new song. We'll play that. And that's just like we've found a balance pretty well. We've been so busy, in fairness, that it hasn't really caught up on me that I'm not sort of. It's kind of a full-time job nearly. So it's good to be busy doing something you like.
And like speaking of like, you know, full-time jobs in the music industry, like what is your opinion on the music industry right now? And you know, with all these things like the X Factor and the Voice, like are you in favour of them or do you
I think
believe
they're great. Why
you think
not?
they're
Like,
great?
sure. I think the people that think that they're not great, in my opinion, are very narrow-minded. I don't know if you think I'm right or if I'm wrong. I just think that if someone wants to be in music and that's the medium they want to use, then why not? Like,
Why not go
it's
for it?
hard for someone that doesn't play an instrument to go and gig or to get known or anything like that. Someone could have an amazing voice and not play an instrument like we do, and we're lucky enough to be able to play instruments and gig. But how are they meant to? Where's their sort of like platform.
Yeah.
Because the industry, in fairness, in Ireland is crippled.
Yeah.
In everywhere in the world, all those industries, like downloading music is starting to pick up, but people were pirating music for so long, and that's why artists are going back and they're touring and things like that wouldn't have toured for years.
Yeah, definitely. Like the pirating, I suppose it kind of helps artists in some way, kind of the
Yeah, it
underground
helps
ones.
artists like us, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's scared labels off from signing artists because they know there's no money in selling music. Am I right?
That's it.
Are these the
They
notes
can't.
you gave me before we did this interview? am I reading them out correctly? Yeah, that's just like that's my opinion. I don't. What?
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, all the record companies they give lesser contracts now because
Yeah.
they're not going to recoup the capital they invest into bands because no one buys CDs.
That just got very,
Yeah.
very businessy.
I told you, this came from The Office,
It's all about
man.
the music.
Exactly, it's all the fans. It's for the love of
Yeah.
making music, you know.
It's Tony, what do you expect?
Tony?
But like as friends, like, and when you're writing songs, would you find it easier then to be like, here, no, that idea.
Oh, we're
no,
not
don't.
friends.
Yeah.
I don't like Tony at all.
So he just comes over at night just to do tattoos and stuff.
Yeah, we don't get on in the
It's a
slightest.
business deal.
I have no problem telling Tony if something's bad because if I don't tell him I think it's bad, then when we're recording it, we're going to waste time and I'm not going to be happy at the end. Much like Tony will shout at me 7 days a week for singing badly and playing guitar badly and playing piano badly.
But I go home to bed and cry myself to sleep.
Yeah,
when you
he
give it to
rocks.
me.
He goes into the
Fetal
fetal position.
position.
Yeah. We're all shaking back and forth there, just for those of you who can't see.
In Tony's shower.
Yeah.
But what about like Dara and Sean? Like, would they have the same opinion about that, do you think?
Yeah, it's all kind of the four of us. We all have our own input, you know.
I don't think there's anything creative you can do without getting constructive criticism. It always does it well. Do you know what I mean? Like it'll serve a project if you've got someone. Like if you have a producer, imagine your producer's name was Jer, and he was standing behind the screen, and
The
he was
best producer.
and he was giving out to you for talking for too much time, or I'm not asking the question fast enough. Then like it is productive because it says to you, okay, maybe I'm not hearing something everyone else is hearing. So that's kind of I agree. It's
Understandable.
And who would you say inspires you, like, you know, musically?
everyone has such different ones. It's
Yeah,
so
mine would
different.
change all the time. Like at the moment, I'm listening to a lot of Bon Iver. I think he's great.
Love him.
But yeah, I'm in a bit of an acoustic buzz at the moment. I started to listen to Fionn Regan. I'd heard he's been going in Ireland for a few years now, but I only listened to him. He had his track on the end of This Is England, 88.
Oh,
He's my
And-
cousin.
No, he's not.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But
I've
yeah,
actually
he's
been
quite
listening
good.
to Damien Rice. Everyone seems to be
Damon's great.
Ed Sheeran has turned everyone back onto acoustic.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah,
It
Yeah.
is. It's totally
Definitely.
that.
and it's been a busy and memorable few years for you. We've seen you play Auction.
Yeah.
And fans say Foction, I think that was it. I seen you perform myself, but what was the experience like, you know, performing at such a big festival like that?
It's funny. The 2 years were very different because the first year, and this goes back to the whole like music industry in Ireland. Well, this is more the recession, I guess, but the big or. The first year, there was I don't know. It just seemed like there was so much more people. Would you agree? or would
Yeah,
you-
we had a kind of bigger crew. There was a lot more kind of organisation going on around us. But the second year was just kind of...
It was empty nearly. It
Yeah.
felt empty. We were playing the first year. We were playing a much bigger stage. We had like the stage we were playing in Oxford was the Vodafone stage, which had a 70,000 capacity space. Now we had about I don't know what we had,
16
like
people.
16 people at the front of the
great.
radius. But
Liar.
then when we played the next year, we were playing the Heineken stage and we played at a better time, but it was a different stage. But like watching the Foo Fighters, it was unbelievable. It just seemed like there was so much less people there. So I preferred the first year, and it was two completely different experiences. So like it's hard to say what a festival is like. Like Oxygen first year was awesome for us. Second year was a bit different. It was a bit of an anticlimax in my opinion. I felt.
Did
I
you
enjoyed.
meet Dave Grohl
Yeah,
this year?
yeah. I actually have a great picture. I'll show you. It's very good. He's a very nice guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
His teeth are all broken though from the microphone.
Yeah, from the mic, you
Yeah.
can grind down and he has to get them done.
Yeah.
Oh God.
That sounds horrible. And like, you know, are you guys upset that Oxygen's cancelled then? Not really, if the last year wasn't as good a buzz.
I think it's a good time for them to kind of maybe rebrand it and come back 2 years later with something different because
Yeah.
it's getting a bit old, you know. I like before I played the last 2 years, I hadn't been to an auction. The last time I was there, it was still called Witness. That was ages ago, but yeah, I think I'll kind of rebrand because I'd be more of the frame of mind of going to Electric Picnic than auction myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good platform for supporting bands and that kind of
Oh,
thing?
it's great for
you know?
Irish bands. Yeah, it's pretty much one of the biggest things a small Irish band can get. Yeah.
It's very hard to get on the bill of of Oxygen. MCD do a brilliant job with Oxygen, and that's why it's always so successful for so many years. And I think it was a good idea. Well, also, I think the land down there probably needed a rest after X amount of years straight. But next year, I'd say it's going to be killer. I'd say they'll have some serious acts.
I know you're going to play one of the songs that you played at Oxygen, which is Let It Go.
Are we playing that now?
Yeah, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Will you serenade me again?
I will.
Thank you.
Hang on, I'm going to rob some of Tony's water because he knocked mine off the
No
table.
problem at all.
Did not.
You didn't backwash this, did you?
It's actually a really good tune. I think you actually seen a video from Oxygen. And you heard me singing in it. Not good.
I did. Actually, you should sing now. I'll give you the mic.
Oh.
Are you ready?
I can't take anything away from you when nothing's everything and it's all that I do. A stupid thought that won't go away. A picture online that's got nothing to say. So won't you please just let it go? Stop to take a breath, to calm yourself down. And everything you say hides a love lost and found. And try to fight the urge to say how you feel when what's on your mind, well, it's so surreal. So won't you please just let it go? Don't think so much about pretty strangers. Don't blame me for what's on your mind. And I know I'll always fight in this corner. And I know I'll always be left behind. Just let it go. Stop, take a breath, try to see this through my eyes. Now I'll be the one who waits patiently. Just say you're letting it go.
Love it.
That
Love
was
it.
amazing. That was fantastic, guys. Really,
Tried to
really
figure out
lovely.
an acoustic version of that on the way down the car.
Literally wrote that in the car.
Amazing. So you guys are very
Hence the
talented.
mistakes.
So.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Not a mistake there, not a chance.
That's about Tony's arm, isn't it?
Yeah, that is.
So lads, like, you know, with all the constant gigging, do you find that really difficult, or is it rewarding for you? Like when you see your song, or when you see your songs, when you see your fans singing back to you, like, you know.
Yeah, well, like it's one of those things when it's kind of like when you're exercising. You know, you're really looking forward to it.
You and your exercise.
Yeah, but I use it as an. In the middle of it, you're like, oh, this is tough, and then afterwards, you're like, it's amazing. Like gigging's brilliant, but when you're doing 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 or 10 shows in a row, they all mesh into one. You get really, really tired, and you're grumpy getting up, and then you're packing away, and you're
I'm the
going
opposite.
down.
I gig every night of the week.
Tony's an old man, but he's got more energy than me. But afterwards, it's unbelievable. Like in the actual moment of the show, it's just you can't beat it. That's why we're doing it for 3 years now. You just can't beat it.
Can't be the feeling.
No.
Say it's amazing, yeah.
I'm one of those fans singing along.
Yeah.
But who would you in the future like to collaborate musically with?
Slipper.
You'd have to get masks for
Yeah,
that.
we did a good
Would
bit
be a
of
good
work
move first.
with Brezzy. I'd like to work with Brezzy again. He's awesome. He's a great producer and he's really talented songwriter. And our first EP we did with him, so he helped us work on Save Your Dreaming and Tonight and Tell Me and Chasing My Tail. And he just brought a whole new dimension to it. And I suppose it's not really a collaboration, but like I'd like to work with him as a producer again. I collaboration wise, I don't know. It'd be cool to do something with like a rap artist. That'd be beast.
Yo.
Yeah, try to do something different. Like.
And so in the future, is there any specific band you'd like to tour with?
Wouldn't mind getting a tour with the script. That'd
Yes.
be alright.
Yeah, that'd be deadly, actually.
Yeah, we'd like to do the script. That'd be beast.
Play the Aviva.
Yeah, why not?
But you've
It
already-
was so annoying. We were busy that day last year. I couldn't believe that.
Yeah. Or washing your hair or something.
Yeah, exactly. It was so painting on Tony's tattoos.
Yeah, you supported 30 Seconds to Mars and Jimmy Eat World. What are they nice? Like, what was that like?
Well,
Yeah,
Jared Leto's
great.
gorgeous. That's the best
Yeah.
thing about it. He's so
Clears and blue eyes.
Yeah, it's like the first time I heard the Beatles. No, I actually preferred playing with 30 Seconds to Mars to Jimmy Eat World, but Dara and Sean, if they were here, they're absolutely mental Jimmy Eat World fans. They loved that. It was good, but I preferred 30. It was DO2, like, it's unbelievable.
Cool. And that was an amazing experience.
Yeah, he's so small. Jared
he?
Leto, it's like 5 foot.
I don't think he's that small.
That's
Of
'cause
all
you're
the kind of
tiny.
famous people we've seen, Kelly Jones from the Stereophonics is like 3 foot nothing.
3 foot.
He's actually on benefits. He's that small. Like,
Really?
We were probably the only band in the history of music to give Jared Leto a bottle of whiskey after he gave up drinking.
Cheers.
He was like, thanks, man. And we were just like, he likes it. And then someone turns to us after and go, he's a recovering alcoholic. And it's like,
Whoops.
great.
He'll remember you guys.
He did. He remembers that Oxygen. He pulled us
Yeah.
into an interview. We couldn't believe it. He was sitting there doing an interview. He's like, these guys are Fox Avenue. Listen to them. And I was like, I love you.
Okay.
And lads, speaking of touring, you must meet lots of women on the road. And who in the band gets the most attention from the ladies?
Probably Connor Dillon, the sound engineer. Because everyone knows that they get the most girls. Isn't that right?
What do you reckon, Donal, listening in?
Yeah.
No, our
gonna shake
sound guy
his
has no opinion. Anyway, speaking of another song, we're going to play Get Up Now. Enjoy.
I've made my choice, it's gotta be different than before. You gotta admit that things have gone too far. You should have smiled, that would take down a plane. You're a broken record, always saying the same thing. I'm not listening now. But who are you to tell me that I need to change now? And who are you to cast your ink all over me now? Well, get up, this is way too much. Get up, you've lost your magic touch. Take it slow, I'm not living the dream now. Use your hands just to show what you mean. You point up at the sky. You think I live with my head in the clouds, and you think I'm never gonna figure it out. But I know where I stand. But who are you to tell me that I need to change now? And who are you to cast your ink all over me now? Well, get up, this is way too much. Get up, you've lost your magic touch. Take this mission, 'cause I know I'll always be. Well, get up, this is way too much. Na 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 Shoot a smile, never take down pain. Broken record, always saying the same thing. Say I live with my head in the clouds.
I love that tune, another favourite of mine. So, Lassias, what's next on the cards for Fox Avenue?
we're going for a few pints.
Can we come?
I was actually just going to say that.
Sounds pretty good.
We just decided.
We have a show on February 18th in the Academy. And this is officially inviting all KCI listeners. They're all more than
Does
welcome
that
to
mean
come down.
VIP tickets?
That means VVIP tickets, which means...
Us too.
Yeah. We are playing also in Belfast in the Speakeasy.
Yeah, the following day.
Yeah, and the 19th of February. So they're the 2 things that we're doing, and then after that we're gonna look into we're gonna have some more things.
So
lined up.
busy.
Busy.
And Let It Go coming out as well.
Let It Go is coming out over the next couple of weeks. I'm not sure the exact date, but it'll be out.
Brilliant.
Cool. Well, thanks for tuning into KCI Radio tonight.
And thanks so much for Fox Avenue
No,
for joining us. And serenading us. And it's been a pleasure. And I'm so excited about the gig in the Academy
Awesome.
on the 18th of February. Everyone should definitely go.
Definitely check it out. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow night's show for another talented band, Cars Love Girls. And that's coming up tomorrow night. And that's all for me.
And that's all from me, Trisha.
And that's all from Fox Avenue.
Woo! Thanks a lot, guys.
See you later.
Thanks a lot.